Good morning and welcome to Triad Viewpoints. I'm Dennis Elliott along with Matt Pincola. Our email address is triadviewpoints@clearchannel.com. If you have a suggestion for a topic or a guest, or you want to make a comment on something you've heard on the program, just send us an email to triadviewpoints@clearchannel.com. With us today is Clyde Fitzgerald. Clyde is the Executive Director of Second Harvest Food Bank of Northwest North Carolina. Good morning, Clyde. How you doing today?
Good morning. I'm doing great. Thank you very much.
Nice to have you here with us today. Summer is just beginning, and this is actually a pretty busy time for you guys at Second Harvest Food Bank of Northwest North Carolina, isn't it?
It definitely is, and the reason for that is that while many of our young people are very happy because school is out and they're looking forward to a nice summertime, we have tens of thousands of young people in our region that look to summer with fear, and the fear that they have is the fear that they won't get enough to eat. These are children who participate during the school year in the school system's free and reduced price lunch program, so they get at least one, in many cases two, good meals a day while school is in session. But when school lets out for the summer, like it has now throughout the entire state of North Carolina, then most of those programs go away, and those children lack access to those programs. In our service area, which covers 18 counties, some of the counties do have a summer feeding program that reaches a fraction of the children they serve during the school year, but other counties simply don't have one at all. And so we are faced with a dilemma or a problem in the summertime of the need for food assistance spiking because the children don't get the food that they've been getting in school. Families that are already stressed financially and not able to provide sufficient food for their families during the school year are faced with needing extra help to do that on their own in the summertime. So the need goes as high as it is at any time during the year, during the summertime, and the supplies to meet that need are traditionally decreased. The state program that helps us is non-existent in the summer months. It ends in May and it starts in September. So we have no help on that front at all. The federal emergency food assistance program, which supplies food to Feeding America food banks on a monthly basis, takes a dip in the quantity that it provides during the summer. That's a historical thing. I don't know why they do that, but it tends to drop. And very importantly, food drives that we count on as the backbone of our food distribution program dip significantly in the summertime. Folks support it quite strongly during the school year, but in the summer they're on vacations or they're thinking about other things, and they say, we'll get back to the food drives when school starts. So several major sources of supply decline at the same time that the need for the food dramatically increases. And so that creates a very stressful situation for those of us at our food bank and in our network of partner agencies with emergency food pantries and soup kitchens that are trying to provide food to those in need to meet that need. And so it's a time of great need that we call on the communities that support us, and we're deeply grateful for that support to certainly not forget about us and maybe take extra action to donate food, to donate money so that we can acquire and distribute food, and to donate their volunteer time to help us with processing all the food and distributing it. We count heavily on our volunteer support, and each year the number of hours that are donated to us come close to being the total hours of 18 or 19 full-time employees, which we can't afford. But so we need that volunteer help to help bring both food and hope to those in need. So this is an extremely busy time. Hunger never takes a holiday. It's only the supply of food to help us meet that need that is tough in the summertime. And so we asked all of the listeners and all of those who support Second Harvest Food Bank and who believe as we do that no one in this region should go hungry, certainly not a child, to take a little extra effort at this time of the year to assist us so that people don't go hungry.
Well, it's ironic that this time of the year you guys experience a shortage of donations. You've got these gardens, you've got all of this fresh produce that's coming in now and will be coming in all throughout the summer, and a lot of it ends up going bad, ends up going to waste. Is there any way that that can be tapped into to help you guys out?
We welcome donations of fresh produce, and we receive small quantities of that literally on a daily basis. We work with the Cooperative Exchange and a lot of organizations, churches and otherwise, to create small-scale gardens on the land that are available. Near schools, near churches, and things like that. And many of those churches have an emergency food pantry that we provide food to, that we tell them use that land to grow some good produce and take it inside and distribute that to the clients you're already serving and add that to the food that you're already getting from us. And many have begun to do that over the last several years, but there's certainly a long way to go in that regard. And we do get support from some larger community gardens, and the largest one in this area that supports us is the Jim and Betty Holmes Food Bank community garden on the grounds of the Methodist Children's Home here in Winston-Salem, North Carolina, and they grow lots of great produce and are already harvesting it and bringing it to us, and we will get thousands of pounds of produce from that garden during the growing season that we immediately turn around and provide to our agencies so that they can give it to their clients. And so community gardening is a movement that has grown tremendously in this region over the last 3 to 4 years. We're trying to encourage people to do that, to use the land, to serve people that in many cases they're already serving. And so we are solidly a part of that with our partner network and the Cooperative Exchange folks, who are wonderful to work with in this regard. And one of the other programs that we have invested in our food bank is we have a full-time nutritionist on our staff that works with our staff in acquiring food to help people who are growing community gardens with the kinds of products that they might grow in their garden because of the high nutrition that comes from it and the types of products that are really needed in this area amongst all the kinds of products that one could grow in a garden. And so we have lots of programs like that. We put on Cooking Matters cooking classes for individuals and for entire families. The goal of that is to empower people to make better choices in the foods that they buy, the foods that they obtain from other sources, and how to make nutritious, delicious meals out of the kinds of food that is normally found in an emergency food pantry. And so we help people understand the value of nutrition to themselves, to their children, to their families, and how to read nutrition labels, how to be better shoppers with the limited resources that they have. And so we have put human and financial resources in that area because we believe that helping people understand how they can have healthier meals and a healthier lifestyle on limited resources is a key part of what we do. In addition to providing food, we're trying to provide information and education that people will always have with them.
Well, Clyde, everybody's always familiar, of course, with food drives and collecting canned goods and packaged foods for you guys to help distribute to all of the member agencies in the huge area that you cover. But a lot of people may not be aware of just what you're able to do with cash donations. I mean, it's amazing what you guys, how far you can stretch a single dollar, how many people that you can feed with just a little bit of cash. Explain to us how that works and what you're able to do with cash donations.
We are blessed with food donations. We're blessed with the opportunity to purchase food at extremely good prices. And we have a highly efficient and very professional staff to deal with all of that. For every dollar donated to Second Harvest Food Bank, we can obtain and distribute 7 nutritious meals. That's a great return on a charitable investment. I think about if I go into a fast food restaurant and I've spent $5, I haven't necessarily gotten the best meal in the world, and it's only for one person.
Yep.
And with that same $5, our food bank can provide 35 meals. That is, and nutritious meals. And so that is hopefully a good incentive for people to say, gee, they are really good stewards of the money that we might be able to invest in their work of feeding hungry people. And so we invite the community to support us financially so that we can acquire more and more food at those kinds of rates. And we still have, we're not at the end of June yet, we got another week to go. We still have the opportunity for individuals' gifts to be matched 50 cents on a dollar by some anonymous donors that are supporting us. So, for example, for every $2 donated, they will match $1, and that goes through June the 30th. So now there couldn't be a better time for people to say, well, I can write a small check or a large check. We'll take them all. But to make that donation now and get it matched before the end of June, and to help us with this multiple that we have of being able to provide a tremendous amount of food for a relatively small amount of money.
Well, Clyde, want to thank you for being here and talking with us. In our next segment, we're going to be talking with a couple of gentlemen from the Piedmont Triad Apartment Association, and those guys are going to be organizing a big food drive for you coming up here over the next few weeks. That's going to be helping you out quite a bit, isn't it?
Yes, we get very strong support from the Piedmont Triad Apartment Association. Those are great folks in their extended community. They're doing several things for us in next month, just a couple of weeks, as you said, with fill the stands with cans, food drive at the Dash at the BB&T Ballpark in Winston-Salem on July 17th, and at the Grasshoppers Newbridge Bank Park in Greensboro on July 18th, with a little friendly competition between the two cities to see who can donate the most food to help people in need. And those are just some of the things that they're doing to help us. But that's one where anyone and everyone can have a good time, go to a ballpark, take a couple of cans of food, and know that they're making a difference in the lives of people who really need their help.
Well, Clyde, give us a phone number that people can get in touch with you if they want to get more information about Second Harvest Food Bank.
We're at 336-784-5770, and whoever answers that phone, we just got one phone number here, but we can handle donations, we can handle questions, we can handle food drives and all of that. And our website that I would ask people to visit is www.hungernwnc.org, and you can learn a lot about the events that we've been talking about and the types of food that are preferred in food drives, and how to contact our staff to help with those kinds of efforts. And we rely on the community support. We're blessed to have it, and we're deeply grateful for it.
All right, Clyde, thank you very much for being here and talking with us. Clyde Fitzgerald, Executive Director of Second Harvest Food Bank of Northwest North Carolina, our guest on this edition of Triad Viewpoints. I'm Dennis Elliott along with Matt Pincola. Once again, thanks for joining us on Triad Viewpoints.